And once again, we are back. We are going to take on the last segment of the main story. I believe there is post game content, by the sounds of things, for the Switch Remastered Edition. We left off basically the beginning of this weapon world, this portal that was in the sword's mouth, a very powerful mouth that earlier took out the bridge to Bowser's Keep and turns out to also have a whole world inside of it. Not too worried about fighting enemies. Might do it just... Whoop. So funny enough, they let you fall. Normally you just land on a bounce like that and come right back in. There is... Whoops. I'm bad. There is one area, actually, though, where you want to fall because there's items down there. I'm just going to make it here. And I don't think there's any point going over here. I like to double check anyway. Pressing this button must do something, right? Ooh, a special one. He did not immediately die from Mario's attack. Whoops. Yeah, Climber Boy, I was setting up as we were finishing up. So since I guess I don't have the comments on the screen, the comment was, that was fast, and we were playing D&D right before this. And when I say right before, I mean literally right before I went live, moments after we ended the session. Oh boy, this must be the last hidden treasure. There was only one left. And I'm wearing the Echo Finder ring, which makes my controller vibrate. And it vibrates harder when I'm closer. So who is... Oh wow, I had Mallow in my party and also wearing the Echo Signal ring. Definitely not the optimal configuration for him. Let's see. Defense Scarf isn't bad. Might be what we go with. Yeah. Seems good enough. We'll save again just so I don't accidentally forget that Mallow no longer needs to wear the signal ring, or the Echo Signal ring. Funny enough, the Ultra Hammer is, other than the Lazy Shell, Mario's strongest weapon. And I think it's actually weaker, yeah, by about 20 than the Lazy Shell. But we already got the Lazy Shell, so we definitely don't want the Ultra Hammer. I think this might be the area where if you fall down, there's actually something down here. Nope, I was wrong. We're about to face a clock. As we all know, every single morning, clocks are the worst. They're so evil. It means we have to get out of bed and no longer dream. For many of us, it means we have to start working. So at different times, there's different attacks. What was the triple move again? Healing everyone. Might be relevant soon. The bell is doing a lot of damage. I think the clock only recovered himself, and I haven't actually attacked him. I've been focusing on the bells since they're doing quite a bit of damage. I guess he was maybe attacked a little bit from just getting the perfect hits. Okay, so now we can just focus on the clock face. We've stopped the alarm that so rudely wakes us up every single day. And at 6 o'clock, he fully recovers. We're about halfway there. If we damage him enough to get to midnight, he won't stand a chance. I'm not sure why I'm able to just keep attacking right now. Oops. And we beat the clock before midnight. Suppose we should save. Making our way downtown, down the weapon world. Now we can see Axum Rangers are actually constructed in here, not just an enemy. Is here where we fall? Yes. Okay, so after the clock is where you can fall and then get a flower tab. Although we already have 99, so it doesn't actually increase our flower power anymore. And then heal all the way. Ooh, it swapped for me. What if I just stand here then? So when I faced them the first time after the volcano, funny enough, I just basically took them all out in almost one hit with the triple power of, I forget which it was, but it was one that attacks them all, and the yellow one was the one that, like, lived through it for a little bit. Of course, these machine-made ones seem to be maybe not as strong and definitely not in color. I guess the painting step comes later. Maybe I will try to just thunder them all. Unfortunately, yellow has resistance to that. What if we try Fireball? Will that take them all out really quickly? Indeed. Let's see if we can move on. Geno level 28. Getting close to the end. Only a couple more levels left for Geno. Unless they increase the max level in this game. The original Super Nintendo, it was level 30. I suppose down here is about as good as any place to get to level 30. So these ones must have already gone through the painting step as they're in color. If you remember, this was way back in Mushroom Kingdom. His name was changed from the original. In the original he was called Mac, and now he's called Clay Morton. Oops. Gives a pretty good amount of experience, even though he's an old enemy and wasn't that hard. But we're also leveled up pretty high, so it makes sense. Ooh, a special one. It's just kind of noticing the thing that was riding on his back. I don't really know what that was. A hippopo. He looks like he's ready to party. But then he parties too hard with Mallow's symbols. Three more levels for Mario. Oops. Interesting. It didn't automatically send me back up. It didn't look like there's anything to do down there. So this other one just takes you back if you ever need to get out of here. There's a lot of them. I think the high boos will just die if I attack one of these. I'll attack the Pupox. Well, if I hadn't missed, the boos would have died. So in this case, both the high boos died, so we're just left with the Doppel. Oops. Wow. 3 misses in a row. That's unfortunate. I think maybe actually it was only 2 misses. I can't count. Mallow at level 28. Should all die from this unless I miss. Let's see if they die from the sonic symbols. They do, except for the one that missed. But no match for Peach's cooking. I think Peach is immune to that, yeah. Ugh, missed the timing again. I could kill them with just using pure waters, but I feel like that takes just as much time as just attacking them. Oh, I thought Boyer was, for some reason, going to attack that. Oh, he's a special Boyer. I wonder how strong is a special Boyer? Normally, I feel like we would probably one-shot him, but the special enemies are significantly tougher. And now we have no normal attacks. Good thing we can super jump, and as we know, I'm really good at getting 100. So there's no chance I get any less than 100. Yep, nailed it. We're gonna Thought Peek just to learn his weaknesses, and because I don't have anything better to do with Mallow. Oh wow, he has 2,000 health. And maybe Peach will go ahead and heal Mallow. And we'll try a Super Fireball. And maybe Shocker? Psycho Bomb. Let's try it. Now he's tired of our specials, tired of our magic. But can he handle the shell? And Mallow's sick beats. And Peach's amazing cooking. I feel like he keeps attacking Mallow for some reason. He must have something against Mallow's symbols. Special already was disabled. Good night. Oh wow, 100 experience. It's pretty good. So Mario only needs 56 more. Peach, who I think is at the highest level, only 281 more. So fast approaching the highest level. So I believe this will only affect Mallow just based on the armor we have. Mario now at level 28. Fast approaching level 30. I think if I could predictably say which of the Boyers was special, I would fight them all the time. But the normal one, I have a feeling is going to give significantly less than 100 XP. Easy money. That's right, HD, DDD. 50 experience isn't bad. I feel like they, inflated how much experience you get from enemies in this game. In the remake, I mean. This is where I actually normally, in my playthroughs, would level up to all the way up to level 30. Because they call him Spiritovich in this game, made his name a little bit more of a pun. In the original, he was Yardovich. But I think he consistently gave 60 XP. Sure. So you'll see, I know HD, you've played this before, so Where's Yoshi used to be significantly harder. Now they occasionally will trick you by having the eggs like lay over one over the other. But usually it's as easy as that looked. Oops. So I guess when you kill the ninja, they always give a last strike before they just pop away and die. Oh boy, time to double our experience. Which means Mario actually got 192 experience from that, since he has an experience booster. Ooh, a special one. Maybe I'll try to just flame them all, see what happens. Oh, they're resistant. That's unfortunate. Oh, the special one ran away. Okay, but are they resistant to thunder? Maybe they're resistant to, like, all magic. I'll try the psych... No, that's probably fire-based, too. I'll just go to normal attacks. Level 29. I believe that is magic. So one more level for Geno, I believe. I guess I'll find out... Oh boy. Healing and flower power restored. Can't handle Mallow's sick beats. So another difference actually is all of the like boss remakes here are called machine made instead of their original name. I guess in case you're confused if the originals were real or not. So I guess this is implying they're real and these are just machine replicas of them. So it still gives us 60 XP, so that's pretty good. If we go down here, we'll find that he does keep falling down that same hole. But first, we have a mini-boss. The bait. I didn't even know there was bait. It was just a hole. There's no other way forward. Maybe it's me who's baited them. Good thing this won't affect Mario. So, as soon as one of them goes away, they'll retreat and start powering a snake. If I remember right, attacking the person maybe is the way to go and ignoring the snake. Sure, let's... Oh, I meant to swap out Mallow, but I accidentally just said skip instead. But I guess he's awake now. Okay, so I guess you do have to take out the snake too. That was less experience overall than just fighting the machine-made Spirit of Itch. So I guess magic is this next one. And I think if we wait, yeah, more Spirit of Itches just keep falling, and we could always take the bouncy to go back up. We'll just keep making our way. We are now in Smithy's factory. This is where the magic happens. All the creative juices flow. All the Mario enemies you've ever known come out of this factory. These mad mallets do look pretty mad. It's not too hard to get the perfect dodge on the mallet, so I think I'm just going to attack the clerk. Unless I kill him, and then I have to attack the mad mallets. I was hoping to kill the mad mallets just by getting the perfect attack with the clerk, but I guess I have to attack the mad mallets too. Again, less experience than Spirit of Itch. Yes, a mysterious switch. And as with all Mario games, you always want to hit every button every time, because there's never ever bad consequences. We know buttons only do good things. Take me away, take me away, take me away. Toad, what are you doing here? It's not safe for you. Surprised to see the princess. So for those who don't remember, Princess Peach, the Chancellor did not want her to join our party and help take down the Smithy gang. So Peach talked to her granny, and Granny's good at impersonations, just like Mario. So she's able to look just like Princess Peach. Doesn't look like anything really interesting here. Plus, I already have a bunch of most of these, except for Tadpola Cola. That's a really good price, though. Only 4 coins to have the whole party heal 30? Surprising number of people's parents and grandparents in this compared to most Mario games. Yeah, we meet Mallow's adopted grandfather, Mallow's actual parents, Peach's granny, or at least she calls her granny. Poor Bowser, always getting ignored. Don't they know that we are part of the Bowser gang? He did not join us, we joined him. So the last one was a clerk, and this one is a manager. He probably has years of experience beyond the clerk to have earned this position, had to work his way hard up, and then we just took it away in a few short moments. I think this is a haiku. Oh, it is a haiku. Okay, I didn't look over to the right quite enough to see that it was a haiku, and I was about to count the syllables. Poor Bowser having to be comforted by Mario. Peach very much does not look scared at all there. And now the director. But we are too strong for him. And his mad hammers. Who I guess are actually poundettes. Oops. That was not some sick beats, Mallow. The hammer was really intimidated by Peach's frying pan. It's like, I do not want your cooking. Oh man, he really did earn director. He went out before his hammers, unlike the other one. Or he stayed beyond his hammers, unlike the other ones. But Mallow's sick beats finished him off. Just in time for Mallow to reach level 29, which means magic. Let's see, how close are we to... Okay, so Mario and Mallow are at level 29, and Geno, and Peach is at level 28. Mario only has 329 experience until level 30. Mallow 639. So it looks like everyone, it's about 10,000. So Peach probably needs about 1,100. Geno only 300. Bowser about 1,000. So it would only take about maybe 10 battles? 10, 15 battles against the Yardovich? Oh, that hurt a lot. What is that thing? I mean, I think that was in the original, but it's always so intimidating to see the remastered version of these things. Sure, we'll switch out Mallow for... Bowser. Oh boy, another button. So I'm gonna put the experience booster on Peach, because I think she's the furthest from getting to 10,000 experience. And then Mario will go back to wearing the attack scarf. And then I'll give Bowser... I guess we'll keep this for now. It's not the most exciting thing, but I think I am gonna get to level 30, since I think it'll only take a few minutes. Unless I find that we can level up past level 30. Then we'll just fight Smithy. If we just stand here, there'll be an infinite number of machine-made Spirit of Itches. Boy, a special one. Oof, Peach only did 50. And in case you don't notice, the attack scarf and super suit are really broken. Mario's doing 250 damage about there versus Bowser's 140 and Peach's 50. Nice. And Mario's now at level 30. So really, we could increase any of these that we wanted. Physical is technically the one that gets the most stat increase. Peach level 29, so magic, of course. Oh boy, another special one. Even though it's double the experience, I think it takes more than double the time to beat them. So it might not actually be more efficient than just if we fought a bunch of regular ones. Although I guess for the experience booster it probably is, because then it's really 4 times the experience. Oops. Once again, I thought for sure Peach was going to finish him off. This time it was Mario. Now Gino joins us in the level 30. Bowser level 29. So just to double check that Mario... Yeah, Mario no longer has another level to get to, so level 30 is still the max level. Just a normal one after all this time. And now Peach is at level 30. So I guess, unless, so 400 left and 39 left. So I guess I will equip the experience booster onto Bowser. Just so instead of it taking, like 7 of these, it only takes like 3 or 4. I almost want to do HP just so Mallow has an even 200. But I guess now he has an even 140 on his base attack. Bowser's the last one who's not at level 30. I believe one more should do it to get us to level 30. And then we'll take on Smithy. There we have it. Whole party at level 30. Should probably give Bowser something other than the experience booster to wear. The Jinx belt's pretty good. I think I'll give him the Quartz Charm. Actually, what is his base attack? Just want to see. Okay, so his attack is 224. Geno's is 234, but in part because of the safety ring. So I will have Geno wear the Quartz Charm, and then put Geno in the party. And then the booster charm's probably best for Peach. The Jinx belt is pretty good too, though. Maybe I will have her wear the Jinx belt. So this combination doesn't give the most exciting attack. With Geno, Peach, and Mario. But I think it's the probably best combo. And we just have to wait here a bit to be picked up by the claw. We didn't want to be picked up by the earlier one. That was in 2 rooms below. But this one we do. We didn't trust the first one. But the second one is clearly our friend. Very hypnotizing too. And somehow we didn't start a battle with that guy. And look, it's Smithy, and he's wearing the star. And has such a good hammer, all he has to do is hammer the lava, and it makes a thing. I bet he thinks we're here for a tour. So I believe Smithy has 2 forms, and his first form has only 2,000 health, so it shouldn't take too long to get through. His second form has like 10,000 though, so that'll take a few attacks. We'll just focus on Smithy. Don't need to bother attacking the smelter. Oops, I was early on that. Our defense is pretty overpowered, so it's going to be hard for Smithy to kill most of us. Maybe Geno he'll be able to. And we're just going to ignore that guy, especially since I'm going to shell this guy so hard. Oh, and apparently I'm just going to beat Smithy now. But again, he has a quote-unquote true form. Very common theme for Nintendo in the 90s to have a true form. Andross from Star Fox had one. Smithy has one. Ganon has one. Smithy was so mad he broke his own factory, and we fall to the basement where we see all the corpses that he built his empire on. Or perhaps they're other versions of himself. Maybe he wanted to make more of him. Does indeed look like his head. Now, different versions of his head have different stats, and he'll swap it around, and they have different weaknesses too. This one, I don't actually remember. You can see he sledges his head into this, which has high attack, and I think is maybe vulnerable to lightning? Oops. Oof, even with all of our defense, it still hurts 75. Oops. I'm really bad at timed hits, apparently. Briefly back to his normal head, but just so he can switch heads. This time the ghost. So this one's really good at magic, but I think has lower defense. Oops. We can see Mario doing 544 with just one. Gino's down, not too worried about it though. I suppose we can switch. Maybe to Bowser. Oops, I'm just not timing hits well at all. And we, just in attacking the head, took out the body. Which all it does is like paralyze him a little bit, so definitely not worth. Just like focus on the head. It's the thing that'll actually take out Smithy. If I remember right, this one essentially uses items and has no weaknesses. But his attacks are also, I think, not as strong. We're all resistant, so he's not really able to do anything with the items he's landing on. Oops. So even though I didn't get the timed hit, it still is enough to take him out. So yeah, with the super suit and attack scarf, and with the lazy shell and lazy shell armor, it's a pretty trivial fight. But I've done it before with a harder team, without the super suit, without the attack scarf, without the lazy shell, without the lazy shell armor. So I'm more interested in just getting to the post game. I don't know. Do we really want to get the last star? Do we really want to let wishes be granted again? Seems intimidating. What if Bowser starts getting his wishes granted? What if someone wishes for Smithy to come back? Seems really dangerous to allow for wishes to be granted. But here we are with all 7 stars. Star Road is now repaired. As we know, when you damage Star Road, the pieces are in star shapes, because a Star Road must be a fractal. And Gino, who was originally a star, can now return and leave his doll body. I couldn't tell in the original that he was made out of wood, but with the enhanced graphics, it's very, very clear. It's basically like Pinocchio. But he never told a lie, so we never saw his nose grow. Gino giving a final goodbye, whose name was actually heart symbol, star symbol, exclamation mark, question mark. But that's too hard to pronounce, so we just called him Gino. And what better thing to do after a Parent Star Road than have a parade? Naturally, 7 stars combine together to make one big star. Oh man, the sword didn't actually disintegrate. It's still in Bowser's keep. There we go, now it disintegrated. It's too bad. Bowser really wanted to use that sword. Really added a lot of intimidation to his castle. Also, when did we teleport out of that other world? Toadofsky, with his masterpiece, is teaching other toads to sing with the help of Mallow's adopted grandfather. Gino returned to Gaz, where he can play with the dolls with his mother. They're going the wrong way on the racetrack. Croc tried to trick Yoshi with a treat, but Yoshi's too smart. Oh man, Dodo's officiating Valentina's real wedding now, as well as Booster's real wedding. He thought he had a wedding earlier with Peach, but it really was just eating cake. And the star of Monstro Town. Very impressive moves and dancing. Jonathan Johnny Jones, ruler of the sea, overseeing the sunset, contemplating all that he's done with his life. And Mallow, crowned prince, with a cape just like his dad, and a crown just like his dad too. Certainly he has grown up to be a big and strong cloud. And poor Bowser has to repair his keep. But at least his minions are back on his side. But a Shy Guy is using his glider thing that I can't remember the name of right now. Mario and Peach on a stage, followed by everyone else. Oh, and they have the Geno doll, but not the full Geno. And looks like a bunch of the enemies we faced, including Balone and the Paratrooper Club. I don't remember how much of this was in the original. There was some, but then it just is the infinite ending sequence with the star shining. I think it was after the parade. Which this is definitely a callback to the original graphics. Luigi leads the parade, just like in the original. Oh man, where did that JB come from? It's my initials, but I don't think Nintendo knows that's my initials. Careful with that bomb. Hopefully it doesn't blow up on Dyna and Might. Who knew Bowser's Keep was portable? Uh-oh, Croc and his crook stole some things from Bowser. Naturally, Dodo has to carry Valentino. He really should realize that. He's the stronger of the two. He's the real muscle. He doesn't need to take her orders. They're really good at pogo stick, I bet. I think they're bouncing maybe on swords, but if you can bounce on a sword, you can probably bounce on a pogo stick. Smithy's on the axe, so I guess we didn't kill him after all. He must still be around. I wonder what's heavier, Exor the sword or the hammer that Smithy uses. That's a fun ship. I guess Smithy repaired his ship and made it glow. The toads representing each of the 7 star pieces as well as on the ends, the combined star from them. Hello, princess. Off. Thank you. Off. Good job. Good girl. Oh boy, is that the Chancellor riding a Yoshi? And of course, Mario and Peach on the star. With Thanksgiving come up and there being the Thanksgiving Day parade, I would be really happy if it looked exactly like that. But I have a feeling that they did not take their inspiration from Super Mario RPG for their parade. I bet Mario has probably had a balloon in the parade before, though. But I don't know for sure. Is Gino gonna return to the doll? Off. I wonder if Gaz misses having Gino. Apparently he has it sometimes, because we saw him playing with it with his mom. But then Mallow also just holds him sometimes too. So is here where the original game just had an infinite loop with the fireworks. But if there's an actual post-game, which I believe there is, just based on the internet, and everything on the internet is true, then we probably won't have an infinite end sequence. And if they follow the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom kind of style, we'll have a star or something, instead of just seeing an infinite the end screen like this. Indeed. Post-game fun will be available. Oh boy. So I guess that's it. I mean, there's post-game fun to be had. But I think I'll save that for another stream. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the easy mode, not because the setting was breezy, but because we used all of the powerful Mario RPG weapons, as well as the best armor for most people. So we had the super suit and the attack scarf on Mario, the rewards for 130 super jumps, respectively. And then the quartz charm, the reward for beating Kulex on Geno, and the lazy shell armor on Peach. What else? Mario had the lazy shell, Peach had the frying pan. Everyone else, I think, had their best weapons, so not too bad. Alright, well, maybe later this week I will stream the post-game fun. Otherwise, thanks for watching and have a great night.